Department of JJ College of Engineering, Natalam. Today we can discuss about planning of the Mooriation. Mooriation operation requires the three pairs of working together. Mooring is the permanently such as to because the seaborne vessels such as board, ship, aircrafts may be security. Example including quads, fads, judges, piers, anchors, buffs or mooring buffers. A ship is required to the mooring to force self-freeing movement to the ship on the water. Fourth, back team, aft team, bridge personnel. These three parties must work together and communicate effects. Therefore, bridge personnel means anchors moving fix a vessel's position related to a point on a bottom of a waterway without connecting the vessels or stores. Swimming and swimming movements, also known as single or single point mooring, are the simplest types and most common kind of mooring. A swinging mooring consists of a single anchor of the bottom of a waterway with a rod running to a float on the surface. The forward teams. The float allowed a vessel to find the rod or connected to the anchor. These anchors are known as swinging mooring because a vessel attracts to the kind of mooring swinging in the circular when the direction of wind is at tails. For example, small boat is example 22 degrees Celsius 6.7 meters landing height. They might consider a heavy weight on a seat bed. A small 12 mm or 14 mm stringing chain attached to the anchor, or a braid made from 20 mm nylon rod, steel cable, or a 16 mm combination steel wire metals. The heavy weight should be a denser metal. During the planning of the mooration options and aspects should be considered. The nature of the bed where the vessels will make fast, available of the quarter set boardlay, environmental condition, height of tire, wind area of the vessels. Height of the tires. Height of the tires we can be listed the pile mooring of poles driven into the bottom of the waterway with their top above the water. Vessel then tie mooring lines to 2 or 4 piles to fix their position between those piles. Pile mooring are common in New Zealand but elsewhere. While many mooring buoys are private woven, some are available for public use. For example, on the Great Barrier behavior of the Australians quotes a vast number of public mooring is set out of in popular area to prevent damage from some vessels anchored in the ecosystem. Death weight are the simple types of anchor. They are generally made a large concrete block with a rod attached with the else's movements with the shear weight and to a small degree by setting into the substrate. In New Zealand, old railway wheels are something used. Advantages are there are simple and creep. Death weight mooring that track in a storm still hold well in the new position. Such mooring are better suited to rock bottom. With the mooring system, do you hold well? The disadvantages heavy bulk and anchor. Wind area. During the planning the mooring operation, some aspects should be considered. The except corporate operation where tuck will be required, how the vessel is expected to come alongside and the others ordered to the line, whether own vessels or other vessel will be double blank alongside. Primary anchors. Anchors means they are primed shaped anchors are known as though more anchors they are working in upside down position with the absorb pointing down at the bottom side such that when they are depoled the weight or weight base purchased by trimming down bigger into the floor. Later pull causing the sides, edge or corners of the pyramid to become deep under the floor, making them the more stable. Sweeping in mooring or the modern method. The anchor in the sweeping in mooring is a staff with wide bladders spiraling around it so that it can be stored into the substrate. Advantage including high holding power to weight ratio and small size. Disadvantage is drive is usually needed to install, inspect and maintain this mooring. Multi-anchor mooring system. Use two or more lightweight temporarily sized anchor set in a equilibrator arranging and all chain to become center from which a confident rod is shifted to the mooring buck. Advantage minimum mass, easy to deep loading, high holding power to weight ratio, available to temporarily sized anchor. Therefore, we choose set or mooring bits. Their fitting often used in mooring. The rope is hauling over the bit, pulling the vessels towards the bit. In the second step, the rope is tied to the bit, can be released very quickly. Such as on a leg, one person can move at 260 down step in just a few minutes. Prior to connect the mooring operation, the master should outline the interest bearing the plan with the offer in charge, who will then inform with a detailing brief to all the crew members involved. The basic rod system in a line, cable or chain several times long than the depth of the water running from the anchor to the mooring buck. The longer the rod is, the shallower the angle of force to the anchor. The shallower slopes means more of the force is pulling horizontally so that flowing into the substrate add holding power but also increasing the swinging circle of each mooring, so lowering the density of any given mooring field. By adding weight up to the bottom of the rod, such as used of a line of heavy chain, the angle of force can be dropped further. Unfortunately, is grabbed up the substrate in a circle area around the anchor. A buoy can be added along the low position of rod to hold it of the bottom and avoid the issues. Other types. Non-linear motion is used where 5 type is highly valuable and include which can also used, which means skip. For the mooring options, consider the personal expenses, size and number of lines, line handling, wind charge. Traveling and running mooring. A mooring used to secure a small boat to sea so that is axle at all the ties, making a traveling mooring involves the sinking of the heavy weight to which a block is attracted at a place where the sea is sufficiently deep at low tide. Fitting a block, pulley beat to a rock or security points above the high tide mark and running a head rope with marker back between these balls. A reference the bow line, B reference board to board, forward bow spring, C forward breast line, D after bow spring, E forward quarter springs, F quarter breast line, G after quarter spring, height scheme line. Wind operation. Wind operation means mooring pin, mooring hook, mooring ring, mooring boulders. Member of the mooring party should be trained. If the junior in experienced crew members, they should be superiors during the operation. Mooring pin. Boat operation should be when into ground between the edge of the canal and the top with the mooring line rope to the bottom. Mooring hook placed on the canal side will be either rope or chain and rope to the bottom. Mooring ring between the edge of the canal and the top way with the rope to the bottom. Mooring borderline canal side and lock approach of the short beam moving and advanced boats and lock side to accept ascent and descents. Thank you. Have a nice day.